Hi there. Still a bit weird not to begin the stream for Trials of Mana. But like I said I would do, I did some leveling off stream. My team should be plenty good enough to clear that tournament this time. And I did recruit several more monsters. In fact, I might have scouted at least one of every single monster that spawns in that beginning area. Except for that one giant that was too strong. So you'll get this out of the way, but first I wanted to change outfits. Out of those, I think this was the one I liked the most. We've seen this already. Yeah, I think the first time can be the healer and everybody else who just attacks as hard as they can. It is a shame you can't even tell your monsters to target a specific goal, because the Hellbound Howard to the far right is far more dangerous than everybody else. That's why. So I still had one monster dying on this battle. I wonder if I can make it through the final one. The one monster who could silence my party, I think, is the one that just died. So as long as the effect runs out fast enough. Because I won't kill the Flyton with just normal attacks. Oh, just one more. But my healer is still silenced. Oh, okay, that was much closer than I thought this would be. I had leveled the party to the point where every battle gave you almost no experience, so I thought they would be over level for this. And I have learned that I will desperately need a monster that can use a dispel skill. Preferably 2 of them, for in case the first monster gets silenced.
あなたなら S クラス優勝も夢じゃないかもね。これからも期待してるわ。
Are you sure? I was struggling a lot on that one.
おやおや、警戒しちゃったかにゃ。あっちは怪しいにゃんこじゃないよ。あっちのにゃはにゃーゼル。
Those games do involve a lot of grinding just because of how building monsters work. That system still gonna get introduced in this, but you basically have to level several generations of monsters until you fuse, and then you go back to level 1 and you level all over again. And repeat that endlessly.
エクサアリーナに出てみにゃい。よーし、そこなくっちゃ。魔界に行くならこれを使うにゃ。これはトラベライト。大昔にエルフが作ったという伝説の魔石にゃ。これをどうにかすると魔界に行けるようになるんだにゃ。
By the way, I'm pretty sure Nadiria state of it is supposed to be hell. By how he's saying it in Japanese.
あなたの村にはエルフが一人いるにゃ。トラベライトの使い方ならあの子が知ってるはずだから聞いてみるといいにゃ。ではでは魔界でお待ちしてるにゃん。
Everybody's healed. I think I have to head for the tower now. I'll take a moment to decipher this one. Rolf is Rose. Terribly.
De wa, これよりエルフに代々伝わる舞を踊ります。見ていてください。久しぶりだからうまくできるかしら。
I thought she was going to sing for a second there. Oh, it teleports the entire tower to hell. I thought they would teleport just the two people.
これが魔界への扉を開くトラベライトの力。故郷の伝承の通りだわ。私、あなたのお役に立てましたか？嬉しいです。トラベライトは他にも種類があるので、増えればいろいろな魔界に行けるようになります。私、人間界ではあなたの言いつけ通りおとなしくしてました。でも魔界ならエルフを狙う人間もいません。魔界の旅に私も一緒に行かせてください。
Yeah, but Sora was not impressed. Did you see his face?
ありがとうございます。
He hates dancing.
人間界に戻りたいときは魔法陣の上のトラベライトから戻れます。では早速魔界に行きましょう。
Why, one floor too low? You joke about that, but there are some monsters you can obtain that are very human-like in appearance, at least in other games of the series.
Welcome to 魔界にゃ。おっとこれは失敬。あっちはニャーゼル。魔界闘技協会の案内人だにゃ。
ニャーゼルさん。じゃあトラベライトをくれたのはあなた？
しかり。あなたたちちゃんと魔界に来られたようで何よりにゃ。ここは覇王城の魔界。6つある魔界の1つにゃ。魔界はさらに3つのエリアに分かれてるにゃ。初級、中級、上級って具合にゃね。ここはその初級エリア。魔物の弱いエリアだから新米モンスターマスターにはぴったりにゃ。
6つの魔界それぞれに3つのエリア。そしてここは覇王城の魔界の初級エリアですね。
these zones that we are exploring for now
そ
on,
の通りにゃ
yes, they are
そしてあの大きな
not so
建物が
subtle
エク
parallel
サ
to
リ
the
ーナ
circles of hell.
魔界で唯一の闘技場にゃあそこに行けばバトル大会に出られるにゃ強くなりたいなら行ってみるといいにゃ
あなたの目的はエクサアリーナに出場することでしたね。早速行ってみましょう。
I just have to reset my tracking real quick. Oops. Not like this. Don't. So about grinding, the game does have fast mode and auto mode, so it does know you're gonna do this a whole lot. We should try to scout some of those as well. Or you have to level up a little more. Buff is gonna be a defense spell, but it's still too far away in terms of points. It is actually very much like training Trials of Mana, where you learn both stat boosts and new skills by putting those points. Actually, this one will be great for in this area. It deals more damage against undead monsters. Jumping there is gonna give me damage, but I don't think there's another way. Oh, you can't even try. I might have to wait for this season to change. Oh. Oh, jump scare. Actually, should focus on getting everybody to level 10 because that is a requirement for using monsters to get there later. Oh, that dragon is probably the super boss of this area. There's something else to this side, but I don't think I can get up there.
どうやら無事にここまで来られたみたいにゃね。ところであなた、魔物がもっと仲間になりやすかったら。
Yeah, I didn't make a single one.
魔界の魔物が仲間になりたがるのは名の知られたモンスターマスターにゃ。ほとんどの魔界はそこの支配者を倒せば流しで渡るにゃよ。ただしこのエリアならエクサアリーナの G クラスで優勝すれば名が上がるにゃ。優勝すれば豪華な商品も手に入るし、決まって出場してくるといいにゃ。
つまり G クラスで優勝すればこのエリアの魔物が仲間になりやすくなるみたいですね。まずは中でお話を聞いてみましょう。
Seems like this game will put much more emphasis on tournaments than previous ones if every area is gonna have a separate Colosseum. Also need to heal up first. They had shown there was an inn somewhere. It's probably upstairs. Is that one of Frozen in the Stars? I reckon that design was made before Super Mario Galaxy. We're not 100% on that.
おいっす。出場するか。また来いよ。
Not yet, because I have to allocate skill points. At the very least, my dragon should learn the Undead Endure. It's still not gonna be enough. How much XP does he have? I think in one more battle he might be able to learn it. There we go. I could just boost this one's wisdom so his Zem spell deals more damage. Just hope he doesn't get silenced again.
"出場するか。
さあさあ、このエクソアリーナ G クラスに新たな挑戦者がやってきやがったぜ。突然魔界に現れた正体不明のこの男。
Great disguise, so I don't know, nobody's gonna know.
マスター X だ。一方
Also, we are fighting monsters taming other monsters. How does that work?
それでは第一試合やっちまえ。
34 is pretty strong now. This one match almost killed my Draki, so I'm worried about the next one.
第一試合の勝者はマスター X だ。あいつは驚いた。予想外のダークホース登場に会場は沸いてるぞ。次なる相手は骨も残さぬ冥府の掃除人ゾンビクラッシャードルスボーイ。 それでは第2試合やっちまえ。
The other slime also has heal. I think I'll set him to be a healer as well.
命大事。
He's not using the undead on door. This one's better than the first one. I guess having two healers does make a big difference.
第2試合も勝ったのはマスター X。もはや飛ぶ骨も落とす勢いだ。ここまで来ると誰が
I'm kinda going off the mentality of gacha games where you generally just have to deal as much damage as quickly as possible and you don't really go for defensive builds. But in this game it's probably gonna be different.
鉄壁の計算モンスターマスビートル。 さていよいよこれが最終戦だぜ。お前ら準備はいいかい？行くぜ。やっちまえ。
I think I know which one you're talking about. I remember him, that Digimon, precisely because he shows up as a surprise super boss in Last Evolution. Where there's a fancy looking chest, but if you try to open it, that Digimon appears with a with a party and they're much stronger than you are, so you'll just get a game over.
G クラスを勝ち抜いたのは謎のベールに包まれた魔族マスター X だぜ。お前らとびきりの祝福を送ってやれ。
Oh, why are you right on my face like this?
これは G クラス優勝の商品だぜ。また挑戦してくれよな。俺様はお前を応援することにしたぜ。にゃー、優勝おめでとうにゃー。これであなたの名前はこのエリアに知れ渡ったにゃ。前よりもずっと魔物が仲間になりやすくなるにゃよ。
商品でもらった2つ目のトラベライト、これで新たな魔界に行けるようになりますね。
光にゃ。新しい魔界にはここより強い魔物がいっぱいいるにゃ。
早速塔に戻って次の魔界へと行ってみましょう。
Not yet, I need to scout the monsters.
ひとまずは順調のようですな。しかし不王の玉座はまだまだ遠い。もっともっと強くなるのです。
I'm a bit bummed that Rose doesn't actually appear with you on the field, it's just a cutscene thing. But let's try scouting now. Actually it doesn't. The rate doesn't seem to have improved that much. At least this one worked out. Okay, that's two. By the way, I failed to point this out, but monsters do come in different sizes. Not just that large snake that occupies 2 party slots, but within the same size they can have variety as well.
共に行くぞ。
I'm getting pretty lucky with those now. Let's try to get one of those skeletons from the beginning. If I can find one of them. Also, if this works like the first one, then the monsters should change with the season. But waiting it out takes a bit too long. We're probably gonna get some mighty that lets us skip seasons later. No skeleton series might have to do with the time of the day.
新たな魔界に行くにはロザリーヒルで魔法陣にトラベライトを捧げる必要があります。まずは村に戻りましょう。
What do you do? Oh, just place it. I thought they'd have to dance again. Maybe she would teach him the dance. Yeah, that's what I was waiting for this entire time. Maybe it's weird timing to teach me this now. But I can't use it yet because my monsters are like level 8 or 9.
岩肌、流れるマグマ、凄まじい熱気ですね。確か名を挙げればこのエリアの魔物が仲間
Right,
にな
we
りや
always
す
have
くなる
to
んでしたね。
do the tournament before we start
まず
scouting.
は住んでいる方にお話を聞いてみましょう。
But at this point I probably have to start fusing monsters, so let's just get to level 10. I imagine if that had hit, I'd be welcome to this aerial phase in instant kill spell. There is a certain monster girl character design for a center from a certain video game that's very clearly based on that shadow. If you look at them side by side, you will notice it. My chill slimes are level 10, but I'll try to level my backup party as well. I think monsters on your backup get the XP at a lower rate, and the monsters in your farm also get experience, but at an even lower rate. I wonder if I can just switch to my full backup party now, because they don't have any skills earned. And I try not to use up their skill points, because the skill points you don't use do carry over when you fuse monsters. So you'll be able to use them on your offspring instead. Yeah, that's not gonna work. I have to have at least a couple spellcasters on the party. Even then the experience gain is very low. Oh, which is the one that uses them? This one? It may be better to just use my main party and to let the backup just get the reduce the experience until I can get to a checkpoint or something. Let's just try to scout this one. Pretty low rate, but it's not impossible. When I played this on the DS, there were times where I would save Scout to get a monster that had like 3% chance to scout. Not that original, but this is a really old monster design. I think that might have been on the very first Dragon Quest. I do have inscription from when it was on sale, but I never got around to launching it. I think I got it bundled with Buckshot to Roulette, which I also haven't played. Also, I randomly did get this one heal slime, and he's already level 10. As the name suggests, it's good to fuse with one of my own healers. Hey, we just fought one of those in the arena. Just show off the backup party needs to level up. And it's not far off. Yeah. Let's sleep on the rocks.
なんだお前たちは。こんなところに何しに来た。なんだと。この辺りの魔物を仲間にしたい。だったら俺の頼みを聞いてくれ。俺はマスカル、お前は。そうか、頼む。俺の息子を助けてくれ。
一体何があったのですか？
実は山からマグマがドワーッと流れてきて、この辺の陸地を分断しちまった。それでちょうど遠出してた息子がマグマの向こうに取り残されてしまったんだ。
それはお気の毒に。
それもこれも遠竜三兄弟の末弟のアルーガがマグマをせき止める烈火の門を開けたせいだ。奴はこの辺りの支配者だ。奴を倒せばお前の名は知れ渡って仲間を集めやすくなる。だからついでに門を閉めてくれないか。俺からはこんなもんしか用意できんが。あれ、ないぞ。
緑の魔石？
おかしいな。まあ戻ってくるまでに見つけ出しておくから息子を助けてくれ。おお、
I never ready for those yes or no prompts when they show up.
どうか洞窟の奥にある烈火の門を閉めてきてくれ。頼んだぞ。
We'll do that, but let's just get to one more level for our backup monsters first. That might still be one or two more battles. Also, the seasons did change while I was in there.
おう。
There's an icon on the map saying there's something summer specific that I can interact with here, but I'm not seeing anything. That one was the last level up we needed, so let's head back now.
ルーラ、
待っておったぞ。
Oh, there's no tutorial or anything. Hi there, Dahlia.
またおいで。
By the way, that's no problem because I already know how this works. So once a monster gets to level 10, you can fuse them together with another monster. So for example, let's fuse our main fight Bobo with. What does this heal slime have? Oops. And I'm getting the controls all messed up. He has a skill set called Healer. Well, the Fight Bobo has Suit Slave, which is not quite the same thing. But there is overlap between the two, so I don't think it's worth fighting both of those skill trees in the same monster. Alright. And there, let's fuse our Drago with our Slimy. So below are your options for Offspring. You will fuse these two together and choose what they'll become. This one is marked with a golden frame because he increases the rank of our monster. They are both G rank, but this one is F rank, so it raises them by 1 rank. And now you pick from the skill list of both monsters to choose what their offspring will have. This first one is new from the offspring species, and the others are inherited from the parents. So I'm taking the new one from the Drake Slime and the one from the Dragon Monster. And I always like to have at least one of those talents that are just stat boosts, so I'll keep this upward. And we merge them together. If you were wondering why I went to the trouble of getting 4 Drakis, that's because I wanna check out if there is a certain special fusion recipe that the previous games had. What I'll do is fuse those two together, then those two together, they'll just become Drakis again. But if I fuse the 2 offsprings together again, that might give me a new monster. If he's in this game. But because they have the same skill sets and there is no new skill sets to get, I just keep it all the same. I don't know if you can preview the synthesis of 2 monsters that are not level 10 yet. Yeah, you have to level them up to level 10 and then check back. So about fusing the same species of monster, that's actually something you usually want to avoid, because you have less options. Because if I fuse a slime monster with another slime monster, my only options are other slime monsters. In this case, the 2 we already have as parents. But you can preview if what I get if I fuse the Fight Bobo with other species. And as you can see, there is a lot more options. But I'm gonna have to level up all of those to level 10 as well. And here you can manage your party. Since this one's level 10 already, I'm putting him here for now. Let's bring out this one. I'll keep just the one high level healer in my party, because it might be too difficult to battle otherwise. Every time you do this, you have to set up your talent points again, and the monster is back to level 1. Even at level 1, their damage is not that bad, but they are very fragile now. Your monsters do get stronger the more you fuse them. Sandstorm sounds pretty good. But I don't think he has a lot of use for extra wisdom anymore, since these are all physical attacks. I'm not sure I'm supposed to fight him. Let's just save first. Yeah, no different music, let's just get on. Unless I keep auto battle turned on. Oh. Just avoiding this time, I wanna see what's behind him. Is this what this summer icon on the map means? That a boulder will fall and clear an obstacle?
どうやらあちあちの状況みてえだな。さすが炸裂魔法玉強力だ。さっきの村でくすねといて正解だったぜ。
そこの方大丈夫ですか？ってあなたもしや人間？
おっと、これはエルフの姉ちゃんに。そっちなんだ魔族か？
人間がこんなところで何を？
How can you tell that one of them is not enough?
あった、自己紹介が遅れたな。俺は魔法研究家の
Might
ベ
be
ネ
our
ット。
super evil outfit.
はるばる魔界までお宝探しに来てんだ。さっきのは近くの村でくすねた魔法の道具さ。あ、そこの魔族の兄ちゃん、なんか言いたそうな目だな。
Oh, wow, you are gonna have to put in work to make him speak.
まさか魔族の癖して俺の盗みを責めるつもりか？
それはトラベライト？
なあ、これか？これも村のネズミの家から盗んだもんだ。お前らこれが欲しいのか？
Oh, that was the green rock he was talking about.
どうだ魔族の兄ちゃん、これが欲しいんだろ？はあ？盗品をもらうわけにはいかねえって顔だな。だったらどうする？俺をぶっ倒して奪い取るか？盗みは許せなくても実力で奪い取るなら流儀に反しないってか？面白い。お前気に
Sounds
入った
better,
ぜ。ここは引いてやるよ。善人ぶった魔族の兄ちゃん。
ベネットさん、なんだか不思議な方ですね。さあ、烈火の門はこの奥です。気をつけて進みましょう。
I'm not sure I'll try to go all the way to the end of the cave yet. I might just get my party to level 10 again and then go synthesize one more time. he's alone, so let's try scouting.
今だ
Deep Breath is one I remember being very good in previous games. It powers up your next use of a breath type spell. But I could really use an attack increase skill tree on this monster.
Oh.
This might be a dead end. It's not like Trials of Mana where you could take a nap on the lava and you would die when you woke up. Two more battles or so and I can go synthesize once again. So let's tell the Drake to Deep Breath and see how much that increases his attack. Never mind. The Drake is killed them first. That's better if you find the encounter as 3 monsters. Like this one. How much? 30 is pretty good damage for an attack that hits everybody. And the Deep Breath itself doesn't lose any MP, so it's pretty good to use all the time. Right, everybody's level 10. Let's check out the pair of Drakis first. And I was wrong, it doesn't result in a new monster. So in previous games, if you did that, like a 3 or 4 Drakis, you would get a Great Draki as a result, which was a C rank monster in those games. It looked like a Draki, but was like twice as big, and had much better stats. But I guess you'll just fuse them with other monsters. Such as... let's make this Pteranodon. He also has breath attacks. And let's fuse this other Draki with somebody. We could make this one into a very strong spellcaster with those 2 NP boost trees, but he does have a lot of options for spells. You'll just have to use Zen a lot. Alright, I wanted to make this one. The problem is its wisdom is very low, which is not good for a healer. So I might just fuse him with the heal slime after all, just to get the better stats. I actually don't like him using Sys all the time, because it's not very optimal. So I think I'll drop this in favor of the healer skill tree. Or I guess I can keep both for now, but I'll invest in this one. Oh, what's this? That was a pretty vague explanation for what that sparkle signifies. I don't think there's anybody who can turn the Drake Slime into that has 3 stars for attack. Well, let's turn him into an Onion Slime then. Oh, actually, that Calamari Kid is more of a healer, so let's try somebody else. The Shield Slime should be a decent one. That's the last pair we have. We'll build this one to be another subpart monster. I just have to choose between Nature Child or Apothecary. I think this has more longevity because you will learn mid-heal through that. And the rest has to level up now.
またおいで。鍛えてるか。
Yeah, there's that sparkle on the UI. It's on the wisdom attribute, so I guess that will grow higher than it usually would. Which, if true, will be pretty good for the healer. Yo will be a DPS. The other monster already has breath attacks, so I'll focus on this one for now. You'll get Zen, a couple debuffs, and some wisdom boosts. Get her... Oh, need 3 more points to get her deep breath again. Well, I haven't played DK4 to comment on that, but I might one day. I don't know if there's a PC port. I know old Final Fantasies have a lot of ports for PC. I also have to keep checking those skill definitions all the time, because what does Quackadoodle do? Come to think of it, there was the Dorm Quest 3 HD remaster a while ago, and there's also gonna be a 1 and 2 together. So if they make more of those, Dragon Quest 4 should be up next. Oh, I've stared at that monster a lot on previous games, as he's always been there. So there's nothing to see in this corner. Let's see if this level 1 party can still hold up. Yeah, he's seen your browsing history. Also, is this entire cave just gonna be those 2 monsters? By the way, either my slime is huge or my hill slime is tiny. Did you see the difference between the two? Jumping is a bit too janky in this game. Oh, it's a surprise attack. I wonder if I have to change the Shislami's tactics to make her actually use Deep Breath on her own. Maybe Deep Breath is considered a support skill? she did go for Sandstorm, which is pretty good as well. Not now, but there might be a boss fight ahead.
マグマよ流れるのだ。どんどん溢れるのだ。
So
これで
that's
あん
the
ちゃんたち
Bernie
に
guy.
褒めてもらえるぞ。なんだお前たちは。
あなたがこのエリアの支配者ですね。
そうだぞ。俺こそが遠流三兄弟の末帝、このエリアの支配者。
その門を閉めてください。麓に住む皆さんが困っているんです。
そんなの知るか。これは俺たち三兄弟のすっごい目的に必要なことなのだ。それを邪魔するやつは絶対許さねえ。覚悟しろ。行くぞ。
Did they turn off auto battle? Yeah, they do. It turns off on its own. So let's actually think about what we're gonna do here. Well, he almost knocks out the heal, so I mean one turn. I think I'm under level for this. Hi there. Yeah, can I forfeit? I don't think my party is making it through this one. Alright, I have another healer. So I can't destroy. Oh, the Zem spam build on the Sanguini is paying off.
これを。
Okay, I was demoralized by having the hill slime die right at the beginning, but I could do it.
「ひでえことしやがって」こんなことしてただで済むと思うなよ。あんちゃんたちにつけてやるからな。覚えてる。
Yeah, for the moment I'm just fusing them to
ワ
whatever I
ン
can
ちゃ
get,
んたちというのが気になりますが、
because it is the early game.
急いで門を閉めましょう。
It's more at the late to post game that I'll be investing on making those incredibly complicated family trees.
マグマの流れが止まったようです。これで息子さんも村に戻れたでしょうか。ガンドラの村に戻ってみましょう。ルーラ。
And it's still summer out here.
「おかげで助かった。息子のチョロスケも帰ってきたよ。お兄ちゃんたち、本当にありがとう。
Oh wow, you look just like your dad, but you sure don't sound like him.
よかった。マスカルさんと息子さん再会できて。
そういえばあれからお礼の品をずっと探してるんだが見つからなくてな。
そういえばトラベライトは洞窟の中で。
なあなあ、お探しのお礼の品ってのはひょっとしてこいつのことか？
Any particular monsters I want to make? I still haven't taken the time to really look into the monster list for this game.
それは
I know it doesn't have size 3 and size 4 monsters, the giant ones,
なんで
because these are what I usually go for.
だったらば。
やれやれ、人聞きが悪いな。俺はただ外に落ちてたのを拾ってきてやったんだ。
そんなはずがあるか。まったく油断も隙もありゃしない。
I know that the boss from Dragon Quest 11, I think she's called
というわけで、
Dora in Grey, is in this game, so I'll try to fuse her.
そうか。これがお礼の品だってよ。受け取ってくれ。
お前が言うな。
やりましたね。これで
Also, I might try to make Pisaro's monster form just because I think it would be funny.
ともあれ、お前たちには本当に世話になった。いくら感謝してもしたりないほどだ。
あっちあっちでいい話じゃねえか。そんじゃ俺らも次の魔界へ行くか。
I think you mean the one you fight on a tournament in the game, right? He did give me a lot of trouble because of that Quake spell.
俺もお前たちの旅に同行させてもらうぜ。俺は魔法研究家としていろんな素材を探して世界中を旅してる。魔界には人間界にはない素材がゴロゴロある。けど人間が魔界に行くのは一苦労でな。お前たちについてった方が手っ取り早そうだ。いいだろ、俺も連れて行ってくれ。やった、よろしくな。お前に損はさせないぜ。
Well, I'm going to miss, I think, a lot of these slime monsters from previous games, because I think a lot of them didn't make it for this one. Especially the giant ones.
あんたはそうか、ロザリーってのか。じゃあ
In my save for Dragon Quest monsters to own the smartphone, I was trying to make a metal goddess, but that takes a lifetime to get done. Yeah, exactly.
仕方ありませんね。まずは一度ロザリーヒルに戻って新しいトラベライトで次の魔界へ行きましょう。
お前たちの旅を応援してるよ。
お兄ちゃんたち、今度は一緒に遊ぼうね。
But there's still an arena to visit here, is there? Oh no, the game does want me to return to the tower.
この東郷と魔界に飛んできたってのか。俺は魔界に行くためにひでえ苦労したんだ。けどこれからは魔界に行くのが楽になるな。
一度村に戻って次の魔界へ行ってみましょう。
よし、行こうぜ。これが俺の夢への第一歩だ。
Actually, I was meaning to check whether beating that boss makes monsters here easier to scout. Let's put in whoever has the highest attack. Not quite that. Well, first time we see this one actually working, but yeah, that's what Wack does.
待っておったぞ。
Still gonna get to jump scared by how this song suddenly begins when you get into the altar. But anyway, I think almost all monsters on the deep pot are level 10 now, so you can start synthesizing them as well with each other. Is this one meant to be more of a supporter? But he does only have 2 stars for wisdom. Yeah, that's what he is. Yeah, and then there's a regular living wolf version of this monster that's higher rank. Should I fuse any more of them? I think the rest is good enough for now.
お疲れ。ありがとう。
This one should be a melee attacker, pretty sure. You can already have a mid heal. The Hammerhood is one I'll probably just fuse into one of my main party members. As for now, the main lineup is just gonna be whoever has the most synthesizing numbers. Also, this is not where I was supposed to go. If a second mode, like, didn't know about that one. I might go after another mole monster off stream though. Also, this is quite a whiplash from what the previous world looked like.
おっとギャグじゃないぜ。
とってもファンシーで若いとは思えません。さあ、まずはここの支配者を探しましょう。
A monster for buffing and debuffing? Is that the early game one? Also, there's the deep Ghoul Knight Slime, however you pronounce it. Oh yeah, the bow deals no damage because he's still level 1. So monsters, I'll probably check their talents more carefully off stream, because otherwise I'll just keep stopping here to see all my stats. But this is one game I'm probably playing a lot offline just for team building. But what was the monster we're referring to? The Splattypunk, I'll check that on the game's wiki later. Yes, oh, it's just a Draking that donut. There's nothing really up here. And this just takes me back. Or was I meant to just jump down from that cliff? Oh, speaking of food monsters, this game had some Japan exclusive McDonald's themed slime monsters, which you could get for a limited time. But that remains long past, so I don't think I can get them. I also don't even know if they were available in the PC version.
私たちがギルノさんのところに行ってムジャラーさんを解放してもらってきます。本当？ムジャラーは西の果てにあるパンケーキ山の牢獄に捕まってるよ。わかりました。急いで向かいましょう。あら？ベネットさん？
From just hearing the Japanese performance, like, on the surface, I don't think they use nearly as much puns as the English script when dubbing the monsters.
What? なんだよ。また盗みをするなって言いたげな顔だな。やれやれ。なあ、なんだってそんなに盗みを嫌うんだ？答えたくないってか？ま、いいけどな。では、
パンケーキ山に向かいましょう。
Oh, I've never seen this feature before. So this is their monster and they can fuse it with one of my own. Also, there's an angel slime that this was usually my go-to healer in other monsters games. I do not have the one monster they mentioned, so I might just come back here later. I don't know if this expires or anything. It's from Magic 4 it was called. Yeah. By Zenith, do you mean that white Zenith dragon? Or somebody else? Because Joker 2, I think, was the one that had the Zenith dragon as an fusible monster. Yeah, this might be the one you're talking about, so let me look that up on Google Images. Yes, the Zenith Dragon, I'm pretty sure was in the DS games, at least on Joker 2. And it probably is in the 1 and 2 remakes, that's for 3DS and the smartphone. Because I think they carry over everything from Joker 2. So I have Dragon Quest Monsters 2 on my phone, I think that's Japan exclusive. And that one is a enhanced port of the 3DS game. I think Zenith is probably not on this one because this one doesn't have any giant monsters. Unless they downsized it. I don't know why I came up here again, because I was just looking for battles. I'm supposed to head that way. It is, but I'm probably not gonna have a lot of luck with it before I beat this zone's boss. Oh well, never mind.
Yoshi.
Okay, that cave is not far off, so let's just go there right away. Oh, you'll get one of those star slimes. And a bunch of rank key monsters. I don't think we have any of them so far. This one has a bunch of buffs. I'm not sure if this will be as good because it has attack spells, which I don't think this monster will be using a lot of. Yeah, I'll keep it that way for now. Sure, proceed. Yeah, I think I am. Shouldn't be that hard to get one of those lives later. Also, isn't it odd that he talks about a happy couple when we are supposedly merging the monsters together? And that's probably because synthesizing in the Japanese script is actually breeding. So you're not fusing your monsters, you're getting them to couple and to make an offspring. Where do the other monsters go? I guess they do just live and they'll stay with their offspring. But here's another thing about synthesizing. In previous monster games, every monster has a polarity. So your monster could be either plus, minus, or plus, minus, like both at once. You could only synthesize plus monsters with minus monsters, not the same polarity with each other. Meanwhile, a plus minus could synthesize with anybody. But that was on the localized versions of the game. In Japanese, it wasn't polarity, it was gender. So your monster was either male, female, or a hermaphrodite. That's what replaced the plus minus of the localized version. But this game gets rid of that entirely. You can synthesize or breed anybody with anybody. And that makes the process way less of a hassle. You would get means to manipulate what gender you want your monsters to be, but that never stops being a hassle. Especially when you want to make special recipes which need several specific monsters to fuse with each other.
くなロザリー君。これは蜂蜜の底なし沼だ。
Quick honey.
まあまあ、魔法研究家ベネット様の本領を見せてやるさ。
すごい。冷たい雪で蜂蜜が固まったみたいです。
雪の嵐を起こす銀雪の粉だ。道具屋でくすねといて正解だったぜ。な、俺の盗みも意外と役に立つだろ。やれやれ、またそれか。こいつがなきゃお前は今頃沼の底だったんだぞ。なのにまだ盗みを許せないっていうつもりなのか。なあ、一体どうしてそんなに盗みを憎むんだ。そろそろ話してくれてもいいんじゃないか。
ありがとう。私のためにパンを持ってきてくれたのですね。けれどそのパンは返しておいでなさい。それは盗んできたものなのでしょう。よく聞きなさい。あなたの体には半分魔族の血が流れています。だからあなたは誰よりも正しく生きなければいけない。人間以上に人間らしくしなければあなたはこの世界で生きていけないのです。私のこの体ではあなたの成長を見届けられないでしょう。だから母と約束して、これからは決して盗みはしないと。
そっか、亡くなったおふくろさんとの約束なのか。俺とお前は似てるのかもな。分かったよ、約束する。もう盗みはしない。だからこれからもよろしく頼むぜ。
さあ皆さん、ムジャラーさんのもとへ急ぎましょう。
So was a sad backstory all you needed to stop being a thief? Nice.
共に行くぞ。
Let's say another weird one. Never seen this one before. I don't think we've seen that before, so the enemy can also enter a frenzied state. Hope we don't see a lot of bosses doing that. Oh, hey, that's not a bad rate for before we even beat the boss. Oh, bet it didn't work anyway. Also, does this not lead to anything? Guess I have to get to that staircase down here. I mean, do we now have a revive spell? So what's weird about you jumping in this game is that you can't move forward and collide with something when you jump. Else you'll glitch out like I was doing before. You kind of have to jump, then wait a bit, and then move forward. And there's our boss.
おや、あなた方は見ない顔ですね。このギルノに何かご用でも？
村の人に聞きました。どうかムジャラーさんの死刑をやめてください。
Well, it's daytime for me and I only have lunch after the stream, so you can guess how hungry I'm gonna get.
何を吹き込まれたのか知りませんが、ムジャラーは許しがたい大罪を犯したのです。なんと禁断の魔獣の封印を解いてしまった。そして魔獣は大暴れし、そのまま中級エリアへ。
違う、それはギルノに脅されてそうするしかなかったんだ。
うるせえぞムジャラー、この敵を守るが。
It's the angriest giraffe I've ever heard.
騙されてはいけません。ムジャラーは恐ろしい策謀家。知性を持たぬ魔獣に禁断の実で知恵を授け、己の意のままに操ろうとしたのですから。
嘘だ、それもギルノがやったことだ。
いやー、我慢しんじゃこの雑魚魔物がドームティーリア。
なあギルノ、ちょっとこっちを見てくれ。
ああ、なんだ。
おっと悪い悪い、手が滑った。ところでお前、こいつが禁断の実か。なあギルノ、ムジャラが言う通り首謀者お前なんだろ。
バレちまったんならしょうがねえ。確かに首謀者はこの俺様だ。
He's not tall enough to breathe down your neck.
そこのガキを落として魔獣の封印を解き、禁断の実で知恵をつけて操ろうとしたのさ。そうすれば俺様こそがこの魔界の王。あの知恵をつけた魔獣め、王になるのは自分だとか抜かしやがったくさ。
やれやれ、全く笑えねえコントだな。
そして真実を知ってしまったあなた方、ムジャラーもろともまとめて死刑です。死刑。
I think my party should be good enough just going on automatic.
はっ。
The Pteranodon is out of MP, but even his regular attack deals plenty of damage.
ムジャラーさん、一体何があったのですか？
僕は家に伝わる魔獣の封印を解く術を使わされたんだ。最初は断ったんだけど、服が前にメダリカの病気を治すため禁術を使った弱みを握られていて、
そこをつけ込まれて術を使わされたのですね。
やれやれ、まったくしょうもねえ小悪党だな。
お前らに何がわかる。上級エリアで敗北して初級エリアなんぞに落とされた。
それで禁断の魔獣を味方につけて上級エリアの奴らに報復しようとしたわけか。
初級エリアにいる自分など許せん。
皆さんのおかげで助かりました。お名前は。なるほど。
The monsters here better get friendly now, because we did just get rid of a very annoying neighbor.
いや、あなたの手先にしてください。
僕も一緒に頑張るよ。お願い。
ありがとうございます。やったー。これからはあなたの手先だ。
心強い仲間が増えましたね。これでこのエリアの魔物も仲間になりやすくなったはずです。では一旦塔に戻りましょう。
In what capacity do these two join me? Because if this was like in Terrorist Wonderland, then some bosses just join you after a bit then, like as usable party members.
ルーラ。
あなたたち着々と名を上げてるようにゃね。この度あちのボスが直々にお言葉をくださるそうにゃよ。ありがたく聞くにゃ。魔界闘技協会の案内人とは仮の姿。あちの正体は
そう、あなたのことをずっと探し続けていました。ご機嫌麗しゅう皆様。私はランディオル大帝の直臣エビル・プリースト。魔界でのあなたの活躍は知っていますよ。そして真の目的もね。あなたは父であるランディオル大帝を倒したいのでしょう。素直でよろしいことです。ならばあなたは今よりもはるかに強大なる力を手にしなくてはならない。その強大なる力とは進化の秘宝。私の部下にその研究をしている者がいます。一度 彼の話を聞いてみるのが良いでしょう。
7 is another Dragon Quest I haven't played. The one main entry I did play a lot was 9, the one for the DS.
イケオジボイスで心臓がしびれるにゃ。秘宝の研究家は覇王城の魔界初級エリアエクソアリーナの近くの研究所にいるにゃ。その研究者の名前はアグルカっていうにゃ。
Dr. Helix Helix.
アグルカだって。今あちあちの超有名な魔法研究家じゃねえか。
彼は腕に覚えのあるものを探してるらしいにゃ。残念ながらあなたたちではまだ実力不足にゃね。エクサアリーナの E クラスで優勝するにゃ。そうしたらまたあっちが呼びに来るにゃよ。
まさかアグルカ博士に会える日が来るなんて。よし、さっさとエクサアリーナの E クラスで優勝して博士に会いに行
Well,
こうぜ。
we are in hell essentially, so everybody's gonna be a scary monster. It's gonna be harder to tell who's a good guy. So I guess it's supposed to go back to that other arena. I'll try to beat that tournament with the party I have now. If it doesn't work, we might try to put the second healer in as well.
出場するか。
このエクサアリーナ F クラスに新たな挑戦者がやってきやがったぜ。戦慄のデビュー戦をお前は見たか。ギガント級のスーパールーキー
I do intend to go over the Dragon Quest series on the future, especially now that I have this VTuber channel.
一方対戦者は魔界の若き天才殺意の春風エイファレルー。それでは第一試合やっちまえ。
As for the intro dragging on, I think that's unfortunate. Something that gets worse in RPGs the newer they get. This one was no trouble.
第1試合の勝者はマスター X だ。華麗なる試合運びに会場の魔物どももどよめき立ってるぜ。次なる相手はエクサアリーナの大ベテラン、その巨体はデスボディグラビティボール。それでは第2試合やっちまえ。
How sorry, pretty is one.
アンビリーバボー。第2試合向かったのはマスター X。さすがのゴールデンルーキー。次のお相手はこの怒涛の快進撃を止められるのか。奴の刃は砕けない魔界流剣術免許回伝のこの男、ゴーダンソード村
The
雨。
great Iron Visible. And he also has a big monster.
さていよいよこれが最終戦だぜ。お前ら準備はいいか。行くぜ、やっちまえ。
I actually have one of those in my phone game, but it's the blue one if I think it's weaker. Oh wow, that robot went down pretty easily. Okay, so this was a cakewalk, but I think we have to do one more tournament. Because they said the category E, right? This is category F.
ギガント級のスーパールーキーマスター X。 お前らとびきりの拍手を送ってやれ。
また勝っちまうなんて。
Jeez, get off my face. Why do you have to do it like that?
クラス優勝の賞品だぜ。また挑戦してくれよな。お前は俺様の認めた男だぜ。出場するか。
So let's go one more time. Everybody's healed, right? Yeah.
出場。
さあさあ、エクサアリーナ E クラス、今回はランディオル大帝の観戦試合だ。
Wait, what? Oh, Dad is watching.
それじゃあ試合を
And
始
he's
める
brought
ぜ。
a lot of sandwiches.
今日の挑戦者はこいつだ。知る人ぞ知る下位クラスを沸かせたこの男、爆走バトルマシンマスター X だ。
You know, I wonder if the little mask we have is gonna fool him.
い 一方対戦者は失神するファン多数エレメント系貴公子ブライト・ティンクラー。それでは第一試合やっちまえ。はい。
And he's got a kisser, which is a recolor of lips.
第一試合の勝者はマスター X だ。貴公子をぶちのめしたニックキマスターに逆に惚れちゃうファン続出。憎いね。次なる相手はそのしなやかな筋肉に誰もがメロメロマッスルダンディ。それでは第2試合やっちまえ。ほい。
Wow, 50 damage on this switch. But this could be where I lose if they keep using that stun ability. Oh, not my healer.
なんてこった第2試合も勝ったのはマスター X。 どんな筋肉の壁もこいつの前では無力だった。さあ次なるお相手はモンスターと微笑む謎の少女。その正体は暴発確定爆弾ガンボマーペット。
Hey, didn't we have that fat dragon as an opponent earlier? He got demoted as an actual fighting monster? Oh, wow, glad that didn't work. If I was the opponent, I would be really angry right now. Oh yeah, that's what this monster always does in Dragon Quest. It's called a rock bomb for a reason.
スを勝ち抜いたのは爆走バトルマシンマスター X だぜ。お前ら
And if you remember, we saw one of those as an innkeeper in another world.
あの男まさか
So they really cannot identify Psaru with that mask.
先の楽しみが増えたようだな。
やっぱ俺様の目に狂いはねえってことだ。
Do I also become unidentifiable if I put this on?
次の出場を待ってるぜ。お前は俺様の推しってやつだ。いいクラス優勝おめでとうにゃ。
あ、お前ニャーゼル。
アグルカという魔法研究家が力のある者の協力を求めているにゃ。アグルカの研究所はエクソアリーナの近くにあるにゃ。
いよいよアグルカ博士の手伝いができるぜ。早く行こう。
Nice up there. It's about time I end the stream, but I want to at least unlock a new area first. So I have somewhere new to explore off stream without advancing the plot.
ひょ見ろよ、本物のアグルカ博士だぞ。
そうか、お前が音に聞こえしかの第二王子か。進化の秘宝について知りたいのであろう。
よ
お前のことはエビル・プリースト閣下から全て聞いておる。進化の秘宝は太古に生み出されし秘術。マロはそれを現代に復活させんとしている。その術を使った者は能力や姿形に素晴らしき変化がもたらされるという。そう、人間の血を捨て完全な魔族になりたいというお前の願いさえも叶えられよ。されど進化の秘宝を作るには魔力を1000年間錬成する必要がある。
1000年？そんなにかかってたら俺じいさんになっちまうよ。
案ずるな。時を遡る時の砂があれば1000年の時でさえも一瞬で越えられよ。
Isn't that a little like another work that Akira Toriyama has worked on?
竜神殿の魔界の大結晶の洞窟に眠る5次元の結晶が必要だ。というわけで竜神殿の魔界に行き5次元の結晶を取ってきてはくれぬか。ふむ、良い返事である。ならばこれを受け取るがよいぞ。これで3つの新しい魔界に行けるだろう。では頼んだぞ。
進化の秘宝に必要な時の砂を作るため5次元の結晶を取りに行くのですね。早速 竜神殿の魔界の大結晶の洞窟に向かいましょう。
待ちたもれ。なんと頼んだぞ。
Do you have any games in this?
ルーラ。
Yeah, and what do I even do with that tablet he gave me? I guess that's just so he can talk to us remotely. Well, the Underworld has surely looked pretty colorful and pretty for the last few areas.
大きな湖。
The last couple.
まるで海みたいです。
この魔界、魔法の気配がバチバチだ。そういや、博士に頼まれた5次元の結晶は大結晶の洞窟にあるんだったな。洞窟の方角は、おお、こっちっぽいな。いいぜいいぜ、あっちあっちだぜ。とっとと結晶探しに行こう。
Let's get into one battle. A Shen Heptwitch. Oh, if that one hadn't died, I'd have tried to scout him. Anyway, we'll do the actual plot here next week. Because that's it for today's stream. I think visually this one might be my favorite so far. I gotta see how it looks like in other seasons. Anyway, thanks a lot for joining today. I hope to see you next week. And have a good night.